And this, guys, is how we're gonna start the video. Everyone home.
Just the first thing
Look
you
at
see
the side
is all
boob.
nipple. Look at that side boob. Does that turn you on? Well, it shouldn't. Because it's my side boob. I'll be good.
We can't afford to get freaking banned. And then the reveal of the Nick Ravenwolf t-shirt. This motherfucker. Get in the frame, you son of a bitch. Get into the fucking frame.
I'm crying.
Good morning, you motherfucker. Good morning, bitches.
Feel free to go to Nick Ravenwolf's t-shirt shop so that you can reveal the side boob on your own.
What a plug. What a plug. Not the only plug.
Go on his Twitch, Nick Ravenwolf, ADHD gamer.
Yup. And we have Mr. Jodian77 right here.
Yep.
Pass Bob when you're done with Bob.
All right, I'll pass Bob when I'm done with Bob.
Yeah, this time
There you go.
This time you guys are seeing me. How does this even work with this one?
You this part hooks onto it and then you pull back. Well, damn, Nick.
Okay, minor problem. I gotta get a towel now.
Good job.
Just like you doing.
I should have.
Oh, Joe was covered in alcohol yesterday. Now I'm covered in alcohol today. Everyone's gonna see.
I can't wait for the side move.
Jesus Christ.
I was inspired. I was inspired by Peter Griffin.
Yep.
If you know, you know.
Look at that side boob. Just gonna leave the towel there because I'm an idiot. All right. All right.
You need some lemon juice.
Nah, I should be okay.
Okay.
I'll try some lemon juice in mine.
Okay.
They usually put lemon.
I mean, you don't really put lemon juice in a blue moon, but...
You mean lime juice?
Oh, yeah, that's the yellow one.
You made fun of that guy, Joe. We made fun of that dude.
We did, and I just fucked it up, so now I can't anymore.
No, you can't. You can't fuck it up anymore.
So for those...
Look at that lemon. Oh, that's the yellow one. My bad.
For those who need context, since we're recording,
Yes.
we went to a Mexican
Sadly.
restaurant one time, and I ordered a margarita, and I
By the way, make sure you let people know it. This was the bartender.
yeah, the
Make
bartender.
sure yours is not on both.
Are we good? Yeah, we're good.
I was making sure you didn't have the other green.
Yeah.
So okay, somebody asked me why did I check the one video. The one video I checked because this microphone has a two-way system in it. And if it's on,
broken too.
is it broken?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Well, it is cheap plastic, so we're getting new ones soon. Don't worry. Yes. Yeah. So anyways, the bartender was the one that gave Joe. What was it? Lime?
Yeah,
Lime, right?
it was lime, and I asked for a lime.
And he goes, "Oh, that's the yellow one, right?"
You fucking tell me. You're the bartender, you dumbass. But now, after this fiasco, I can't make fun of them anymore. I
Nope.
just fucked it up. I had a no-no moment.
You had a no moment. So, a lot of people have been asking, when are we going to be doing our live streams? I'll make this very clear. I have been fighting with YouTube just to let us be able to go live. It's been confirmed we won't be able to go live on YouTube. It's been, we got report. So, you guys may have noticed there was a break in this past last week where there was an upload on Tuesday. Well, here we go. I cannot tell you. Our channel got reported for a certain word I cannot say anymore, but Joe said it, and this isn't. I'm not yelling at Joe about this.
It references something falling outside in the winter.
Yeah. That white stuff. So Joe said something about that, and apparently somebody who just subscribed to the channel immediately reported, like, every time Joe said something, or if I said something, they reported just that part and that snippet and left. So YouTube kind of slapped my hand for like 24-hour ban from uploading any videos. I was able to comment. I was able to do whatever I wanted to do. Hell, I could even schedule a video, which is why a video came up on Wednesday. People were asking, how come there's a video on Wednesday, but there's no video on Tuesday? Now you know. As for the live streams, clearly we're not going to be able to live stream because people keep reporting us. Is that going to stop us from looking at other alternatives? No. So we're planning on moving our streaming, not upload, streaming only, is going to be on Twitch. I have not made a Twitch page yet or a thing yet. I'm making it probably this week. And so I'm not sure how we're going to do our live streams. Like we might revisit some games. Hell, we might even see if we can how far we can go playing a game, doing certain challenges. I even wanted to do. We were talking about this earlier when you came over. We wanted to do a Resident Evil 1 randomizer. We don't have to beat the game. Just want to see how far we can go.
Because we're such Resident Evil fans that if we played the normal Resident Evil game, we would fly right through it and it wouldn't be that exciting of a video. We need struggle.
And and they make it even more struggle if you want. I also have a randomizer for Resident Evil 4, the original edition.
Oh, God.
And that randomizer randomizes everything. However, it is very nice. I never got to test it. I just saw the data upload for it. Apparently, the randomizer randomizes where you usually would find stuff, but now it's in a new location. Now there is a potential chance to be soft locked in the game. If you don't know what soft lock is, it means you actually either shortcutted a spot and there's now a genuine sequence where you need to backtrack. Now there's no way to backtrack, and the only way to go forward is to backtrack. You're soft locked.
Yes.
You're now soft locked out of the game. And unfortunately, I hate to say it to you like this,
You'd have to start over.
you have to legit start over, or if you're smart, which I'm not, I don't know about you, but I'm not, people do, they save a cloud data file before they go to a point, and then they backtrack forward. I'm not doing that. I'm playing the game straight on true. That's how I'm playing it.
That's terrifying to think about.
Yeah.
Imagine going through the village in the first chapter, and the village fight. You go in the house where the shotgun is. You think you're grabbing the shotgun. Nope, just ammo for fucking a gun you don't have.
Here's a revolver. What? What was it? The one guy. It also randomizes your starting pistol too.
So we can get the red 9. Who knows?
No, it doesn't mean you get a pistol. It means you can start with the shotgun, which you're not going to see ammo until after the village.
Like I said, we need struggle. It's going to be a struggle.
I even want to buy the new Resident Evil 4 remake on console or on my PC just to play that one with a randomizer because I love that. I'm actually planning
Resident
on
Evil 4 remake. Yeah.
Oh god, so good. I will admit, like, there's not that many games where I have beaten that game so many times. I haven't 100%ed everything, but like I just play it. He came over and I was playing it.
Yep.
I was having fun. I'm doing my own challenges, doing challenge runs. Right now I'm doing a challenge run where I can only do knife and pistol, which is part of a challenge that's actually in the game.
Yep.
But I can't use any other pistol except the starting pistol they give you. Which, come to find out, apparently it's the best pistol in the game. I didn't even know that. And I'm like, I didn't know that. Apparently it's the Red 9 and the SG, I think it's SG 107 or something like that. And it's basically, that's just your starting pistol. And it's the best, one of the best pistols in the entire game. Now, if you go to the original, it's one of the worst pistols in the game. Because then you get so many upgrades for it. But the reason why there's so many upgrades is because how shitty it is. But anyways.
And you save a lot of money not buying guns.
Oh, yeah. Especially if you get my favorite pistol, and a lot of people never used it. I love the Blacktail. It was my favorite pistol. And I like the Red 9. I'm not going to disrespect the Red 9. I beat the game so many times using just the Red 9 alone. You can cheese the fucking game with just the Red 9.
You can.
Also, a lot of people don't realize, we should just make this whole episode about Resident Evil. We're talking about it. Let's just do it.
Right.
Originally, we were going to talk about just horror games. Now we're going to talk about Resident Evil games. But at Resident Evil 4, there is a small data glitch in the game. You probably already caught on to it, but a lot of people don't. So the game will give you random drop ammo for guns you are carrying. If you only walk around with a broken butterfly, You will get ammo, but it won't be like, oh yeah, here's 12 shots. You're gonna get like 2 or 3 shots because the Magnum is just fucking busted.
It is.
The Broken Butterfly is the best.
If you get infinite ammo on a Magnum, just you beat the game.
The game's easy. You can play on a hardest difficulty. You're gonna have no trouble. But for Resident Evil 4, like it's cool because you can run around with just a regular pistol, and you're gonna get nothing but handgun ammo. Nothing but handgun ammo. And then in a remake, you can craft ammo, which they took the crafting system from Resident Evil 7 and Village, and they put it right in the game. And I even have Resident Evil 7 on PC because it was on sale for $4.99.
Probably the best $4.99 you're gonna spend.
And it comes with everything, all the DLCs, everything.
So
you can play as the uncle and just fist everything. That is the stupidest,
that is the greatest DLC they ever made.
It's the stupidest DLC, but it's also the best DLC.
Goes in with the freaking Thanos Infinity Gauntlet. And
you actually put out like brass knuckles. You just keep increasing it
and just punch the fuck out of Jack at the end.
Yeah. I always thought like when I first played, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, this is actually a lot of fun.
It is.
And it's
this guy's got balls going around punching molds in the face.
You're punching like bosses.
Yeah.
Like your boss fight, just him boxing 1-on-1, Mike Tyson style.
You don't pick up any weapons or nothing. You just fight with your fists. That's a man. That's a man if I've ever seen one.
You even punch crocodiles in the face.
Yeah.
Just random molded crocodiles that are half infected. They go to bite you, and he's like, whoa.
And at the very beginning, too, there's
only in Australia.
There's like a BSA 18 that raids you. You
just kick their ass.
You can pick up their weapons, but the game doesn't let you do that. They just expect you to go through the whole thing with your fists.
A man that has, he doesn't even know his guns. He's got 2 guns. That's one guy I would not want to fight.
That's the kind of guy where it's like after he's been through all that, he can retire, get fat, go through life never fighting again, and you still don't want to fuck with him by the time he dies.
No, plus he had all the scars on his face too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't fuck with him. No, but since we're going to be talking about Resident Evil games, we're right now at the beginning part, we're talking about Resident Evil 4 Remake. Now, there's a lot of Resident Evil games that are coming out. Remade.
Oh, we're
fully remade. The first one is Resident Evil. I think it was going to be Code Veronica. Then they're going to do 1, and then they're going to go and do 0.
Code Veronica's my game.
Which, if they're going to do it in that sequence, that tells me, and I pray, they do something with Billy Cohen. Please, do something with the man. Even if it just dies, that's okay. We now know closing. I don't want to see him die. Dude legit went through fucking hell.
Yeah. Wasn't it like he became Nemesis or something?
That was a fan theory.
Yeah.
It was like a fan theory that he got captured by Umbrella, and then one of the first tyrants you see chained up. There's a small tattoo on his arm. And I have never seen it, so I can't verify if it's true, but I have read it before. And I'm like, it's a cool theory. But why would you make a badass character just get ended off being that, and then you do nothing with him?
Yeah.
But I think the original guy that made 0, because I know it was a different person that did 0, he didn't know what to do with Billy Cohen. But there's like so many fan theories where him and Rebecca married each other. That's the dream everyone wanted. That's what everyone wanted. Hell, I even wanted that. I wanted them to kind of like have a romance, but he just saluted her at the end, and it's like, really?
Yep.
I'd be making out
ways and
I'd be making out with you freaking hardcore. Actually, no, she was underage, wasn't she?
Yeah.
All right, never mind. We're taking that back.
Because of Wesker's.
Yeah, she was underage. No, she
wasn't underage. She was just young.
She was 18 or 19. She was the youngest member on the team.
Yeah.
Because it was her and I think Richard. Richard was the next. No. Joseph Frost, the dude that dies when he gets off the helicopter.
Yeah.
The dude that had the best weapon and dies. The dude had a shotgun and he had a better pistol because this is a cool thing. This is nerd shit. This is real nerd shit that we both do. You can actually look up in the database what the weapons they were specialized with. The dude was a point man.
Mm-hmm.
He was a point man on Star's team. How the fuck you die? You was here, you see a dog run at you, and you got a shotgun. I'm blasting. Anyways, I started blasting. You know where I was going.
I was about to.
No, but like Joseph Frost, he's a point man on the team, and then like Jill, I think she was the locks. She was like professional lock, like something like that. Chris, I think, was support. Barry was like, so, I forgot what all their roles were.
Yeah, Rebecca was the medic.
Yeah, she was part of
on Alpha Team.
Alpha Team, yep. You had Forrest, who was the marksman, and then the dude's a marksman. They made him a demolitions expert. I want the marksman being a demolitionist. You know how to freaking laser? You're being point man. I want you taking those guys out. No, they had freaking Keith, the guy that died that fell backwards off the chair.
Sounds like the military making teams up.
You can say that.
Again.
See, I only did pre-SWAT training and stuff, and I got to train with like military people, but I was not in the military. But I got the train and had to deal with a lot. Yeah, Joe's a military vet.
Navy gunner's mate. And I switched off between point man and six man on the security reaction force team on my ship. We did a bunch of active shooter drills and stuff. It was more fun than anything. But
those simulations rounds though.
They friggin' hurt, man.
No.
I got shot in the hand one time, and there was a blood blister that got me almost kicked out of class because it got infected.
Yeah,
and started turning green.
Yeah, so, that gangrene starts setting in there, brother.
I was like, am I gonna lose my hand? And they were like, well, you got 1 day of training, and if we let you go to the medic, then you have to start class all over. I was there for 4 weeks already. No thanks. I'll finish. I'll lose my hand. If I got 2 days left.
I'll pour some
vodka on it.
Pour some peroxide on that shit.
Yeah.
Liquid Band-Aid.
Oh, I'm never doing liquid Band-Aid ever again. Got a friend of mine, and I still talk to her to this day. Her name was Maldonado at the time, so that's her old name. It's safe now. Fuck you, Maldonado. You told me liquid Band-Aid wasn't gonna hurt, and it did. Don't be a baby. I'll just do it. I was a baby. I cried.
Cried. What was it like when I worked for? I can say it now because I don't work there anymore. So I worked for Spirit Halloween. So. Oh, there's so many stories. I might fill a story in with that later. I have a lot of stories when I worked at Spirit. A lot. So on this hand, I had my hand sliced open when I was doing samurai training, and my blade fell off my hip because I didn't tie my string tight enough. So I went it's a real blade that will cut your finger off freshly sharpened and everything. I went to pull, it slipped, and it rotated this way, and I went to catch it, and it sliced my finger here to here, where the flap legit went. And all my sensei did was, he did it like with liquid Band-Aid as well. Put a liquid Band-Aid, wrapped it, and goes, you're fine. Blood.
But it was stinging.
On an open wound. I mean, you can't really tell until I turn my finger, and you can see a little scar here. Man did a great job. Burned like a bitch, and I still had to do my training.
Yep.
And I still had to do my ceremony.
Had to do push-ups.
Oh,
that pressure on your hand.
Oh, he made sure when he snapped at my finger, he knew which one to go with. Oh. What's your goal? What's your goal, Nick? What is your goal?
Get the fuck off my finger!
To keep going forward. Oh. But anyways, this hand got sliced open because of my stupidity. This hand got sliced open because of a new chick. I never knew her name. She worked 1 day, did her evil deed, and left. So I went to ask her, could you pass me the scissors? Now, Joe, we're going to use this pen as reference because it's the safest thing we got in this room.
Okay.
So if you're going to have, by the way, we're going to say this is the blade point, the black tip.
Okay.
This is the safe point. How would you hand me a sharp object that is like shears that can cut through bone?
Blade.
I know what she did? Now stick your hand out like this. Yep. Straight up blood everywhere on the register. On the register, on the floor, on the customer's brand new costume they pre-ordered.
Look what you did.
And you know what she did? She looked at me and goes, oops.
I mean, what else?
You should have been paying attention. You had the scissors. You had one job.
You should have been paying attention. I fucking love it.
You have the weapon.
To be fair, you watched the scissors come to you.
No, the customer was asking, fuck you. Customer was asking me a question, and he was like, by the way, can I get this on pre-order? Blood splatter everywhere. And I'm talking puddles, like giant puddles. And I'm like, fuck, can I, I'm sorry, I don't know how to handle the situation. She's like, oops, well, you should have been paying attention. Bitch! That's it. Yeah. And she's like, well, what are you going to do now? I don't know, give me a fucking towel. How about that? Let's start with that. I wrap my arm in a towel, and then her name was Kim. She goes, I got liquid Band-Aid. I'm like,
not again.
Let's just do this. Let's just get this fucking over with. I washed it and you need ice cold water. Don't do hot water, you dumbass. Hot water is how you keep the blood flow. Cold water is how you actually clot your blood. Oops. So I didn't realize that. What are you saying oops for? Hold on, back up. What are you saying oops for? We're going to pause the story.
Because I've cut myself at work a million times, but I was wondering why I had to hold my hand under the sink for so long. It's supposed to be
warm water. Warm water makes it where you smooth brain motherfucker. No lumps or bumps.
I had an EFT license at one point.
Warm water just makes your blood flow. It can clot. There is a chance of it clotting. But I was always told cold water helps your blood clot faster and actually helps your wound. Warm water makes your body more soft, relaxed, increasing blood flow.
The more you know.
You fucking idiot! And you are EFT?
Knowing is half the battle.
Understanding and doing it. So, when I went to turn the water on, it was scalding hot water because the pipes in that place I worked at Spirit was backwards. So some days, the right one that says cold is actually hot. And the one that says hot is actually cold. So
and you're waiting for the temperature to change.
Waiting, praying to God. Please, God, make this pain stop. And then it finally stopped, and it was cold, and it sat there. And then here comes Kim coming in with the freaking liquid Bando. She goes, ready, bro? I'm like, Listen, that pain, he's not joking. It's not, call us a bitch if you
like
want.
A motherfucker.
It is so much pain. And it works. It does work. And then I wrapped it in gauze, cleaned up the blood. We had to close to half the store down just because we had to clean everything. My mom's saying my blood was everywhere. Even there was a couple times where you still saw stains. I bled for that store.
There was more blood.
Sweat, and tears.
There was more blood than prom night in that place.
What? What the fuck is it? Okay, then.
It's a horror movie. I broke him.
You did. Between you and Kate, you guys keep breaking me.
I broke Daddy down.
You keep breaking the DM of the D&D campaign. So, there was a joke where me, Kim, and there was another person I was working with us at the time. She's like, well, we can just lie and say if someone spilled the fake blood.
You could.
Because it was at the register. So, we did make a little fib, but unfortunately, somebody actually watched from a distance and all this happened, and they actually called the health department. So they did come. So no. Like we were
the right thing though.
Yeah, like we were safe because they were like, well, we can still have customers because it was like a hot day and we were busy as fuck. But I was like, nah. I'm gonna clean up the mess, and sure enough, here's a health department guy, and he was in regular clothes, not in his usual. Had his badge hidden underneath his shirt and everything.
Fuck.
And he legit was like, oh, okay, I'm glad you guys are taking care of the blood. Looked at me. They ask you like a bunch of questions in private. Do you have this disease? Do you have this blood disease? Do you have HIV?
You got hepatitis.
I got myself gonorrhea. It's all over the world. No, but so it was just liquid Band-Aid. So that it's funny because both ring fingers were sliced wide open. One on my right, one on my left. So
had a match.
Yep. Can't go along. So you know how Joe did the whole welcome to Spirit. So real quick. When I worked for Spirit, I was saying welcome to Spirit very, very low. People couldn't hear me. Mind you, it was a whole week. I kept saying, "Welcome, Spirit. Welcome, Spirit." They put some enthusiasm to it. Welcome, Spirit. Welcome, Spirit. Pitch kept going. Even when I was horseshit. Then the one girl goes, "You need to start saying welcome, Spirit more. This is driving me nuts. I want to see passion. I want to see vibrance. I want to see fierceness." You sure about that? Are you sure about that? I will show you fierce. I will do a battle cry for my ancestors. For the Viking era, I will do this. Don't test me.
He's not joking.
And so she was like, "Yeah, prove me wrong. Show me fierce." Fierce?
Okay.
All right.
Next customer that walks in.
Next customer that walks in, which was a whole family. Look, all drawn into the animatronics.
Those children shouldn't have been there.
Beep, beep. What spirit? I've never seen grown people. The children cried. A grown-ass man.
Mommy, why is that man screaming?
A grown-ass man just fell into an animatronic as the Jawa just collapsed on me. Even he got scared.
Was that passionate enough for you?
I looked her right in the face, a big smile. I'm like, fierce? Just maybe tone it down a bit with the fierceness. I did not. The whole season, every day, I had to keep drinking lemon green tea because my throat was. There was a moment. This is a true story. I went to the doctors because my throat was feeling really weird. Not like pain when you got a sore throat. Really weird pain. Not when I breathe, only when I ever said anything. And I was like, maybe I'm going really hard with the welcome spirit thing. I got checked out by the doctor and everything. And he was like, so I got checked out. They did their x-rays, CAT scan and shit. Come to find out, my vocal cords were to the point of actually pulling and threading and shredding. To the point where it actually looked like shredded chicken. Not even kidding. Which means you're losing your voice completely for good. You'll be talking like this. I'm not disrespecting anybody who does suffer from that. I do apologize for anyone out there who does go through that. But my voice was really close to just being like this the rest of my life. Because I kept screaming and screaming and screaming and screaming.
That would have been a really awkward. You need your voice for this.
Oh, yeah. So they made me no longer say welcome to spirit. Did it stop me? No. You want to see passion and fear. See, right there shows passion. Minimum wage. They ain't making that much. I was still right on the verge of throwing my whole voice out the window to show fierceness.
That's dedication.
Of the spirit of Halloween. So, every customer that came through those doors. He laughs. But he went in the spirit Halloween the one day and he actually heard someone go, welcome to spirit, and then he just went, welcome to spirit.
There was a point where, too, I didn't work for spirit. I was armed security guard at the time, and I had to do security for spirit. I was working for my boss, but we had a contract with spirit, just to be clear. So I, not being a spirit employee working in spirit, they felt that they could obligate me to say welcome to spirit. So I said, okay, if that's what you want.
I'll make daddy happy.
Now, imagine, I'm not the biggest guy in the world, but imagine any security guard with a gun hanging on his leg, wearing all black, body armor on, with a bunch of tools on his belt. I carried a lot on me.
Yeah.
Just coming up to you, going, welcome to spirit!
I'm jumping. I'm ready for a fight.
I don't care how big a small that guard is. He's got a gun.
He's got a piece. And I'm not dissing Spirit Halloween. I loved working for Spirit Halloween.
I make it a thing to go every year.
I legit have stories. I worked for Spirit Halloween for 2 to 3 years. I worked for Spirit Halloween. So much shit. My first year was the best year because that's where I earned my name, Loudmouth Nick, because I just kept screaming everything. Because we were so short on walkie-talkies. And it came to a point where I was like, oh, so we have walkie-talkies to contact people? Oh, they heard me. They heard me.
Now we look like we're using walkie-talkies now.
Did it break?
No, it just fell off my shirt.
Oh, okay.
Fuck it, I'm not gonna fight with it.
So it came to a point where everyone would be like, Nick, you need to chill out. They can't hear the animatronics.
First you tell me to fucking be
Show my passion and fierceness for this job.
Now you want me to chill out.
Now
One.
now I'm obligated. No, Spirit Halloween was a very fun store to work for. Unfortunately, the people I worked with, my second year was the worst year. That was the worst year. The worst year was way more thieves, way more people doing very sketchy shit. That's where he actually caught the 80-year-old guy snorting cocaine. He came. I'm not even kidding you. He was in line. He was in line. No,
Just nope.
straight up reached into. He was wearing a flannel like you. It was a bright red flannel. Reached right in. I was like, when I'm like,
Oh.
and I'm just going like this, like, boop, boop.
How many did you know that we could see?
He just sat there. He came back and was like, "Oh yeah, can I calm and cool and collective?"
Oh,
He's like,
he didn't go nuts yet. Okay.
"No, not yet. It wasn't in his. He still had lumps and bumps." So he just was like, "Hey man, can I get a pre-order on one of the? Can I get a pre-order on one of the animatronics?" Oh, yeah. Which one? And he pointed. It was like a Frankenstein one, because it was too big for the store. It was way too big. It was like 15 feet tall,
Jesus.
and it was so much money. I think it was like alone $6,000. So like, in order to even get one, you got to special order it, and then it comes in into one. Legit, they send one UPS truck. The whole truck has no other packages in it, just that package, and that guy fights with it. Because it does not weigh, it's very heavy. I think it's like 100 pounds in itself. That's a lot of weight in a giant, obnoxiously weirded out box. That's like, you got to like, pull it, move it, lift it, pull it, lift it. Oh yeah. That was fun getting that off the shitty ass dock. That doesn't have a lip to latch onto. So you had to go on his truck, move it, which is 100 fucking pounds. Oh, it's nothing. Okay, try doing that in a weird, obnoxiously sized box.
Yeah.
Where all the weight's distributed on the back end of it. So when you go to lift it, the weight goes back over here. And it's legit like a live person's inside the box. Moving around. Eat that one, Timmy. So we finally got the guy ordered it. He picked it up. A couple weeks, or about a week went by. It takes a while. Plus it was like freshly in October. Like it was right early October. We were showing all the brochures of like all the animatronics that we can have in the store, but they're available to you. Dude, this guy followed us in the back because he's like, I got my pickup truck. I can bring my pickup truck back there. We're like, all right. Can your pickup truck handle 100-pound weight in the back? We saw the truck the guy was driving. I don't know how that thing was still alive. But no, it's none of our concern anymore that goes into the truck. Yep. Once it's in the truck and you say it's cool, no longer my problem. He's in the back, line up, waiting for the guy to like drop it off. He's doing. He goes like this. He goes, there it is. I'm like, sir, like legit, blew me away. I'm like, you good? Yeah, man, allergies. Oh, fuck shit.
Grab me that animatronic.
That's definitely not mashed up Claritin D. It gets in my system faster.
But sir, what'd you put in your... Grab me the animatronic.
Sir! I'm about to show my 12 weeks of Halloween. Not 12 weeks, 12 days. I'm a dumbass. Anyways, yeah, the guy was just doing blow right in front of us, in front of kids, families. Everyone just stared at him. He has a big smile on his face. How's it going? I love to donate. I'm like, what'd you now? What are you donating? Dime bag. No, I'm just kidding. Here's a little 8-ball rock. Jesus Christ. No, but yeah, that was a funny moment as Spirit. My first year though, that's where we just did nothing but catch thieves all day. But that's a story for another time. I told you guys one story. Back to the Resident Evil thing.
Okay.
Thank you guys for coming to Nick's Tech Talk, I guess you can say.
So, here's what I'm going to say. Code Veronica is the best of the classic Resident Evils. You can hate me if you want to.
Now, before we go any further with this, I want to know why.
Okay. So, Code Veronica, if you guys don't know about it, was actually supposed to be the third Resident Evil game. It was supposed to be the one that released on PS1.
Wasn't it? Hold on, real quick. Wasn't that like in game, like back then when Game Informers magazines came out? Old school shit. Legends out there, you know. There wasn't in Game Informer. There was a book that came out that was labeled as the third game.
I believe so.
I swear to God, I've seen that before, and then they relabeled it as Code Veronica.
They just so happened to be making a side Resident Evil game that ended up being Nemesis at the same time. So that what they did was they put Nemesis out on PS1, and then they enhanced Code Veronica, and that was the Resident Evil that was first released when PS2 came out, and it came out on Dreamcast and shit.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, the reason I think it's the best of the classics...
And N64. No.
No, it wasn't.
2 was on
2 for some reason was on N64.
Yeah.
I have it. I don't know why it exists, but I have it because it exists.
Or we're Resident Evil nuts.
Yes. But Code Veronica, what I like about it is the controls are a little bit tighter. It is a fixed camera system, but the thing with that is they changed it a little bit because when you go into an area and the camera changes, the camera kind of still follows you around the more you move so you can see more.
Yeah.
The other 3 games didn't do that. It just was fixed, and whatever you see is whatever you see. At least you had a little bit more control with the camera. It's still shitty, but it's better.
Now it's going to be even more better once it gets remade because it's going to be playing in the same style as 2, 3, and 4.
I can't fucking wait.
But the OG, the Resident Evil 4, is what made it all possible. And then the enhancement movement that was in Resident Evil 6, they implemented that into Resident Evil 4 remake. I like Resident Evil 6's movement system. I actually like the dive because I'm like, that's real life. Things gonna come at you. I can dive back and dodge it.
Mm-hmm.
However, the campaigns...
That'll be the only credit you give Resident Evil 6.
Leon, all I'm going to say is this. I'll leave it there. Leon and Helen's campaign, the fucking best. The zombies. You had to fight in the catacombs.
Fuck Helena. Fuck her.
Yeah.
Keeping a secret the whole fucking campaign.
Yep. And then she tells you, like...
With you the whole time.
Yeah. Never once says shit. Until it's like you're the second last chapter into the game. And you're like, are you fucking kidding me? You fucking... But, like, that Resident Evil, like, Resident Evil 6 is the worst Resident Evil game that everyone hates.
Yes, Nelson. Resident Evil 6 is the worst one. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
The reason why people do like 6 so much is because of the fast-paced movement. Yes, it's cool, but it's not scary.
It's not.
Resident Evil 6, the Leon's campaign was the only time I felt scared because the ammo gave you barely any ammo. And you were fighting waves. Like, it'll be like, here's a shit ton of zombies coming at you. Oh, when you're in a subway. And the train does come by. And if you catch a glimpse, there's a quick little Easter egg on the one train that comes the opposite way. If you look, you actually see a licker that's actually crawling in the subway. It's like inside the train. It's supposed to be an Easter egg because it's funny because it's a fuck up. And it was supposed to be a licker that jumps from the top and attacks you. And it's supposed to be like a moment, like it's supposed to be a time moment where you're hitting like button combinations, a quick time event. It's supposed to be one of those where you throw the liquor into the train. But they couldn't program it right because they put too many fucking zombies down there. You think I'm joking? I'm not. Out of the fog just comes like 9 zombies. And they're like, I got 12 shots.
And it's more than the screen can handle.
Yeah. And sometimes
the frames.
Oh, yeah. And Resident Evil 6 is actually getting completely remade. They're remaking it.
They need to.
5 is the only one that they're not touching. I know why, and it can be considered as a racial thing. We're not doing the whole racial thing because I'm not in the mood to get reported again.
Yep.
But the reason they're thinking about not remaking 5 is because of the racial debate that would happen. However, if you follow the storyline, it makes sense why it went down. It was Africa, right?
It was Africa. That's where the original plant was that made the progenitor virus, which turned into the T virus eventually.
And there was a guy who was saying he was trying to cure all the African villages and African villagers of like certain diseases and it worked, but had a cost. It turned you into the Lost Illuminati. No, that was the fourth. Plagas. It was Lost Plagas. So you become a Plagas. You would. That's why in the beginning cutscene when a guy pulls out of his mouth and puts in the other guy's mouth. Gross ass fucking scene. When I first saw that, I'm like, whoa. And by the way, if you get grabbed by them, one actually tries doing that to you. Some of them randomly will try to do that, and if they succeed, you're dead instantly.
Yep.
It kills you instantly.
And my biggest thing is, this is my biggest problem with Resident Evil 6. Because when you get done playing with 5, you just played a campaign where if you're Chris Redfield, you punched a goddamn boulder.
And it's also timed.
And it's a quick time event. And you still run up and fight Wesker. You don't have a stamina system that 6 introduces. So you went from punching a big-ass boulder that should be fucking impossible to just barely punching a zombie when your stamina's low, throwing the weakest-ass punches and kicks in the world. I'm tired.
Yeah.
That's my biggest problem with 6.
Is the stamina system.
Yes, it wasn't there before. Why are you doing it now?
They never even added the stamina system to 7 or 8 or even the remake.
No, they didn't.
It's only at 6. And there's times where you have to run, and your character does run pretty fast, especially if you play as Leon. Your character, you haul ass.
Yeah, you do.
You play as Helen.
Until he gets tired.
Yeah. then he's just, and you actually hear him, if you have headphones on, you hear... like you're a secret agent. You survived Raccoon City. And then there's other shit that you don't even know about unless you
worked directly for the president and saved his daughter from a European plague.
And he was special forces. That's how you met Krauser.
Yeah, Krauser.
Which I'm kind of upset how they changed their whole storyline with each other in the remake.
Were you tired then, Leon?
No.
Now you're tired?
With all these remakes coming out, it always goes back to the story that we started I think it was our first episode. We talked about remakes versus remasters.
Yes.
I'm all for remakes. I'm all for it. Keep the original idea, but spice it up. Do something cool. Like do something with fucking Billy Cohen. Or even do better cool stuff with Rebecca. Rebecca actually goes through a lot of shit.
Yeah, she does.
If you follow like the animated series, like movie series, like Vendetta, you will learn that she was in a lot of shit. And also, I know Revelations 1 and 2 was done by different people. It's still by Capcom, but it's by other like writers and producers and shit. I always hope they tackle, because Revelations 2 is actually a really solid game.
I still got to play that. That's one of the only ones I didn't play.
Revelations 2 is really solid. You have to play as Barry. Mm-hmm. And then Barry's daughter is actually involved in the whole campaign as well. Her and Claire are trapped on an island, and there's much.
Isn't Barry's daughter the one that didn't want to use guns?
She couldn't touch guns. She didn't want to use it. She was afraid of guns. And then in a campaign, she gets used to using a gun, but...
Imagine being in a zombie apocalypse, you don't want to touch a gun.
Yeah.
How much you just handicapped yourself?
And now you're stuck on an island where fear is the reason why you'll turn into these creatures. That's like, you find out right in the beginning of the game. You have like a bracelet on, and then when your character gets scared in certain events, it starts flashing, and you have to calm yourself down, or you take damage. It's dumb. It's a dumb system, but it makes sense for what's happening in the storyline.
So we got Freddy Krueger zombies. Okay.
These zombies actually are zombies. Like flesh is coming off their face. They're like grabbing your character. You gotta fight them off.
But Freddy gets stronger the more you're scared of him.
Yeah, it's true. The Revelations 2, it did not give a lot of credit because it is a co-op. You can have a buddy play with you, but they'll play as the other half. So there is a flip-flop system between the games. So you'll play as Claire, and then you'll play as Barry's daughter. I forgot what her name was. But one of you will play as the one. If you play as Claire, you're gonna be fighting a whole lot. You play as the other person, they only get a melee weapon. I think they only use melee, or they use a knife. And she's faster, and you have to work together to solve puzzles, to get out of areas, and like she's gonna have to take all the heat, and then he has to take it can be crazy. But then when you play as Barry, he's with this little girl that has these special powers that start unveiling themselves throughout the campaign. So when you're playing co-op, when you play as a little girl, you're not going to be really doing anything. You're going to be hiding, pointing out all the zombies and highlighting them for whoever's playing as Barry. So Revelations 2 is kind of cool, but I feel like in a co-op situation, I don't know. A little
Sounds a little clunky.
It can be. Like, Barry has so much shit you got to do, and Barry's carrying so much fucking gear. And it's cool because they have the system where you actually see all the guns he's actually carrying. So you see sniper rifle, shotgun, assault rifle. I'm like, this man's ready for World War III. And then you got the little girl that's just like, zombie, creature. And then there's even a, I always call them chase bosses. It's a boss that does chase you. You can't kill it till you get to a certain point with Barry while the little girl's in your way. But I mean, it's a cool way. I really hope they actually do revisit the Revelation series games because I really do like Revelation. I really want one game in particular just to get revisited or something. Operation Raccoon City, where you play as a USS and you just fucking slay zombies all day long. No, that's Outbreak.
Oh, that was Outbreak.
Yeah. Operation Raccoon City is where you play as...
mixed up. My bad.
No, Operation Raccoon City. I mean, that's another one.
Stupidest fucking draw of a weapon I've ever seen in my life.
That was the... And also, no, it's funny. When they do that and he readjusts himself like this, apparently that's a guaranteed crit headshot. No, it's a thing. It's a whole thing. Because I was watching one guy who was learning he was going to be speedrunning it. He legit said, oh, won't your characters do that? It's a guaranteed headshot. Only 2 characters actually do that motion. I'm like, what?
all I know is as an ex-gunnery instructor, if I see someone, after I tell someone to draw their weapon and point it at their target, if I see this shit, you're getting kicked out.
You just red flagged everybody.
You just waved it to the guy behind you, around you,
The
all the way to the fucking target.
But
God forbid you pull the trigger in between.
But you ever seen Raccoon Operation City or Operation Raccoon City?
No.
You never? Oh,
I don't think I did.
God, you get to choose your character. You actually are part of Hunk's team that he formates, and you get to choose between these characters that have special abilities. I always chose Beltway. Beltway, or I think his name was Hunter, and Hunter was personally trained by Hunk. So they all have special abilities. Like Beltway, I like him because he's just pure demolition expert. Noob Tubes, you can actually grab a zombie, stick a grenade in his mouth, and kick him towards a horde.
That's badass.
And you're also fighting mercenaries. So there's zombies coming down at you, and you're fighting mercenaries. So you got to take cover. And also, you can, if you play as the one scientist called Four Eyes, you can actually infect a zombie with the Crimson virus. That actually makes them become a Crimson Head, and they attack everything within the vicinity. And then if they eat and kill one of the mercenaries come back as a Crimson Head.
Oh my God.
It turns nutty. And then towards the end of the game, you get to make a decision. You can either, because your whole job is to hunt down Leon. You're hunting down to kill Leon. You can permanently kill Leon in the game. Or you betray your group and you side with Leon, seeing that he's telling you the proper philosophy. Like, you guys created this virus. You guys are the reason why this shit all happened. We can get out of here. We can save, or we can save, and you do the whole talk. Then you gotta face whoever decides to go against you or go with you.
Why do they want Leon dead though?
Because he had a contract on him. They talk about some contract that he has a cop that got out of the raccoon. He was gonna expose all of the shit that Umbrella was doing. This is actually like after he got out.
So Leon's a loose end that they didn't want.
Yeah, they didn't want him
too much.
Yeah, because he was gonna say shit. And then Claire, you have to fight Claire. Claire has like a grenade launcher and a sniper rifle, and she alternates her shot, and you never know what she's gonna do. You just see a red orb coming your way, like, oh, noob tube. And there is ways to play permanently beat the game too. Like, you could, if you're trying to go for trophy system in that game, you gotta play the game quite a lot, because that game has so much shit. Like, one is play the first level without taking any damage.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck on the hardest difficulty. Yeah, okay. One shot, you lose all your health. And the zombies, if they grab you, the zombies can actually throw you into the horde. Like, they grab you and pull you into the horde, and then you're just having a bunch of zombies attack you and bite you. And also, if you get infected, you have to find the antidote, not the green herb. You can find green herbs, but the green herbs do not heal you from the infection. And your health bar is just green, and it's slowly going down. And once it reaches 0, and if you're playing with friends online, You turn into a zombie, and you can actually go and attack them for fun, but they permanently kill you, and they just dead. And that game, I got a lot of hate. It's 50-50 with it, but I honestly love it. You have to fight all the original bosses. You have to fight the original Nemesis that was supposed to be in the game, which was a Tyrant 002. And then you have to fight Nemesis. He pops up out of nowhere with a freaking noob tube shooting at you. You're like, oh great, stars. And then like you go to a doorway and you actually hear one of Jill's lines. It's only by a certain door, which is supposed to be her hotel room she's in. You actually hear her talking about it, then you hear a loud crash, and then that's Nemesis attacking her and going after her.
Oh, so it's happening at the same time as
this is all you're legit fighting in Raccoon City.
That's awesome.
You even go to an underground. So you go into like underground tunnel where a parkway where they park cars. You fight nothing but lickers. There's a horde of lickers just climbing above you.
That's like that part in 5 where you got to be quiet and you can go through it quietly. But if you're stupid like me and you see a licker, you go shoot it, and it pisses off a horde of lickers.
And they all know where you are and where your partner is.
And they're supposed to be blind.
In this game, they're not blind. They attack you right on sight. Because not only are you fighting lickers, you're fighting zombies, and you have some fucking idiots who are the mercs, and they're just tossing grenades at you and shooting you from a distance.
Like, what the fuck?
It's nuts. And they have like Easter egg guns in there. Like you can use the Thompson from Resident Evil 4 that's in the game.
Ooh.
They have the Matilda that's all decked out. They have like a bunch of armory you can use. You can use shotguns. They have a triple barrel shotgun, which is from my favorite game, Alone in the Dark, New Nightmare. Gun sucks actually. You get 3 shots and then it breach loads and it's so slow. Just boom, and it's really good for like trying to one-shot boss fights. Like you see the life bar like this, one shot. But then your guy's just like breach load. No, take your time. Just big giant Nemesis coming after me. Take your time. Fine. You can get knocked down, and also there's bleed damage. If you get hit by bullets, it causes bleed and it attracts the zombies. They're attracted to blood. If for those OGs out there who remember reading up on the notes in the first game, it does say that the zombies do know where fresh blood comes from, that they're attracted to it because it gives off a pheromone. Which is kind of cool. They put that in the game. But Operation Raccoon City, I would love to have that game remastered, but it will never get remastered. It will never will. They already confirmed that it's not happening.
Speaking of the first game, the remake of the first game specifically, Nick has said before that I am kind of sort of a completionist. There is one trophy that I'm absolutely terrified of, and I need to sit before I say it.
Oh, is it the forest thing where he's running
No,
around?
I already did that one. That was hard, but I did.
Oh, this is the invisible zombies.
Invisible enemies. All bosses, all zombies, all everything are invisible. And the only way to see them is by a faint shadow on the ground that you barely see moving.
Only thing I'd be terrified of. The only thing I'd be terrified of is the shark, unless you follow the water pattern. The shark and the hunters. I mean, Nemesis you can kind of
yawn.
Oh God. Well, I think can't you see the dust pattern upstairs? Because when he's moving, you see dust flying up.
Yeah. But it's not as easy as it sounds to just look for those signals.
Oh, I know. Do you play on the hardest difficulty or are you playing any difficulty?
I think you have to play on the hardest.
Oh my God.
I think.
Just put in my ass at this moment. Like, what the fuck? The
crimson head that you find at the bottom of the graveyard. Imagine trying to fight him invisible.
I mean, he spawns in the front. Just gotta turn around and figure out which way he's coming from. But apparently with because Resident Evil 1 is getting remade. It's completely getting remade. Which
I'm
also
bricked up, ready to fucking go on that one.
And there was a hint. Now, I don't know if this is true or not. This was on Twitter. I follow this guy on Twitter. He leaks everything. Everything. Apparently, there might be a co-op system. Please, for the love of God, Capcom,
do it.
Do the co-op. It's a long game. Resident Evil 1 is actually a pretty long game.
Yeah, it is.
And we're us dumbasses want to do a randomizer on it. We're stupid.
Because we played the game so many times, we would just fly right through it. It would be a boring game.
It'll be a lot. You know how much fun that'll be? I don't want to do the enemy randomizer because I don't know. I seen that actually crash the game, and I don't feel like crashing it. I'd rather just do the item. There's a room randomizer too. And
Yes,
that one
there is.
guy, the one guy I watched, he was a speeder. He wasn't a speedrunner, but he was like playing the game for fun. The first door was the ending of the game where they had to fight the tyrant, and I'm like, oh no! And he was playing as Chris. You don't get a pistol, Chris. You get a knife. He's just running in a circle. He beat it though. No, you can't go back. It
Oh,
locks you out, and it starts the end of the game.
oh shit. So
So
you can beat the game right away if you really.
Yeah. There was even because when you go
You
back,
can beat the tyrant with the knife. You just got to be real
He-
fucking careful.
he did it because he's an expert player like how you and I are. He beat the game.
Because I've done a knife run. It sucks, but it's doable.
Yeah, you can do it. Is it fun? No. Because you have to legit know every movement of every zombie and every fucking follicle on their fucking head to understand which way they're going to move. It's very annoying. Resident Evil 1 will always be my favorite Resident Evil game. I love Resident Evil 1. It's my favorite. I can always go back to. I'm a huge nut with remakes. I love when they remake a game and it's just glorious. Chef's kiss. Resident Evil 2 remake. Oh my god.
The
I really-
zombies are a little overpowered, but yeah.
Yeah, I like the one guy that actually made a mod for it because I have Resident Evil 2 and 3 on PC because it was like $3.99. That's why I love Steam. I love you. Oh god, I love
You can
Steam.
take like 6 shots to the head and still come at you.
So there's a guy that made a mod which is called Realism. Now Realism also goes for you. Where some guy implemented an infection system in the game. It doesn't really work because I've hit 0. I just wanted to see what happens. And I just started taking damage over time until I sprayed myself with the antidote. Then it takes away the infection. But if a zombie bit you, or claws you, or the liquor grabs you, or I don't know why, but when Mr. X hits you, you still get infected, which Mr. X
All he
is.
does is punch you.
Yeah, but it still says you're infected. I'm like, man, he's the cleanest guy here to hit you. He has gloves on.
So much for realism.
But that's like the only part that's annoying about the mod. But you shoot a zombie in the head, they're dead instantly. I'm like, which is real, watch Walking Dead, shoot a zombie in the head, falls over dead. You play Dead Island and you've played Dead Island on the hardest difficulty and you keep hitting them in the head enough, their head starts slowly wearing and then they just freaking just die instantly. That's an good game.
Voodoo, you voodoo, bitch.
I got that on my phone. I do have that on my phone. Oh, Dead Island, good game. Dead Island 2, we're not going to go there. But like, we're talking about zombie games, talking about Resident Evil in particular. But like, Resident Evil is such a unique series. I will say, Resident Evil 7, I wasn't a fan of the first person, but Resident Evil 7 brought back that old school horror.
It made me scared again.
If you've never played it, I'm not saying go out there and buy it right now. I'd wait for a sale or some deal that's out there, either if you're on PC or Xbox. I think Xbox has it for free. Don't quote me on
It's
it.
like 10 years old now.
Yeah, and it's always going on sale. I always see it every time there's like a flash sale of Capcom. It's on there for like $1.99.
Play it in a dark room with your headphones on only.
And don't be afraid to look up, like, if you get stuck in an area, look it up online where to do. But don't go past a point because you're going to get spoiled yourself. There's so much in that game there's also a lot of Easter eggs in that game. A lot.
Mm-hmm.
You find pictures. I'll spoil one because you find it kind of early on. You find a photograph and you see a helicopter going with the Umbrella logo on it. And I'm like, but it's faint. It's very off in the distance. But if you play all the Resident Evil games, you know what that symbol is. And it pops up a lot.
And the way they connect it into the universe that we know and love is just awesome.
I'm not a fan of Resident Evil 7's Chris Redfield. That Redfield was weird.
Yeah, he kind of is. He's still a badass.
Oh, no. I'm not dissing him at all because he went back in and got
His
revenge.
DLC is fucking fun.
Yeah, he's freaking running around with freaking AK, blowing everything up.
You got to put on a gas mask to get through certain rooms or else you get infected.
And then you have like a chance of getting killed by the brothers' bombs. They're everywhere. Resident Evil 7 did a good job. Very good job. Resident Evil 8, I actually just beaten 8.
Finally.
Officially beaten 8.
I've been busting his balls to play 8 for so long.
I beat 8, and my personal rating on 8 out of 1 out of 10, I would give that game definitely a 6.5. I'm not gonna say it's the best Resident Evil game. There was a lot of moments where were very janky. Like I had a lot of janky moments where I was like, "What the fuck?" Like I got hit by something where there's a whole wall, but somehow an arrow comes through the wall and hits me, and I'm like, "What?"
It got way more supernatural than it had to be.
Yeah, like I did not like the what's the guy's name? The guy that controls metal. I call him Magneto. He
Oh,
turns his stuff in.
Heisenberg.
Yeah,
I like him.
I like him, but I feel like that whole fight was stupid. I have to get in a tank to fight you. And
I'm
you
gonna
can-
kill that boulder punching son of a bitch.
the
He
whole-
says that.
Yeah, yeah. There's Easter eggs too. Chris punching a boulder. But like the one fight that was one of the most annoying ones, not in a bad way, in a good way, was he to fight the puppet.
Oh God.
They just kept popping up out of fucking nowhere, and you're like, what?
House Benevientos, I think it's called. That and the way they did it in the DLC too.
Yeah.
Friggin' Rose's DLC.
Yeah, I didn't play that yet.
Horrifying. I streamed it. Horrifying. I made noises that I didn't think I was ever going to make in my life.
He still needs to play full of Outlast. All of Outlast, including Whistleblower, which you're gonna have to turn that down to censorship because there's a lot of moments. There's a moment where a guy legit cuts off men's penises to turn you into a woman. And if you have the censorship turned off, you see it. And every man in the world's like, "Oh my god!" Because he uses
Fine, I'll do it.
he uses the paper cutter. Yeah, that's what it's called, right? The paper thing.
Yeah,
It's like a giant blade.
and then it's on a grid. Yeah.
Yeah, your body goes on the grid.
Son of a bitch.
Oh yeah, because he's mentally insane, and you learn a lot about him. But Outlast is a very terrifying game where there's no weapons, there's no way of defending yourself. Run.
That's it.
Run.
That's all you do.
hide and be smart. And then I actually bought one. I bought Outlast Trials for me and our friend Caitlin. And Outlast Trials is where it's co-op Outlast, where you can use beer bottles and you can throw bottles in the back of the head to get their attention or stun them. And you have to get certain objectives done and you have to get out of there alive when these guys are chasing you around looking for you. Terrifying game.
The first time I played it, when I was on stream, I'm gonna end
I
up.
couldn't wait.
I'm gonna end up restarting it because it's been so long since I did it. I played it once on stream and then abandoned it completely because I was done.
This man was like, "Oh, I don't know if I can do this, guys. I don't know if I can do this."
I turned it on, not knowing what I was getting into, and then Nick on my chat goes, "By the way, there's no weapons and there's really no way to defend yourself." I was like, "The fuck you mean?"
His face, I could see it on camera, was like, "What?" I was like, "There's no weapons, buddy."
He goes, "You just run, and the camera you have runs on batteries."
And you got to pick up batteries. Good luck. Have fun. Stay alive.
I didn't do good luck. I did not have fun. I did not.
He
stay alive.
ran. I remember I think it was the shortest stream you've ever done. 22 minutes and 50 seconds. No, 30. It was like somewhere around 30 minutes, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Because you were just talking shit the whole time, and you're like, I don't want to go in there. I can just get back in the car and drive away. We've all said that.
Which he could have done. He could have just went in the car and drove away in the story. No one would have done anything. No one would have said
No,
nothing.
but he's a journalist. He's trying to get to the bottom of shit. No,
Dumbass had to go in.
that's who he is. He's a journalist. You find out he's a journalist.
That can't fight.
And then the whistleblower is a journalist as well. Another one comes back to the fold. His story's a little weird though. But yeah, he runs. He's running around trying to find how to lose this big giant dude that chases you around going, Bicky, 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 Bicky. And you're just like, oh no, Bicky, leave me alone. And then he was like, I think I'm safe. He ended his stream of him screaming. He goes, okay, guys. Okay. I could be playing for the night. I was like, oh man. Homie got scared.
No game has ever done that to me before.
That's the only game that has ever put me in a position where I almost soiled myself, realistically. And like they want to put that game in VR too.
Bruh.
I'll play it.
Bruh.
Absolutely
No. It's already that first person bullshit where you can't fight. All you do is run.
And you hear the enemy is like breathing around the doorways, trying to find you.
It's dark. It's scary.
It is pitch black. Like it's pitch black in some areas. You have to
You don't know where
use
the
your
fuck to
camera.
go.
You have to use your camera and put night vision mode on and look around, and then your batteries are slowly draining.
Yep. If you had batteries.
Oh, I've only had a battery. I beat that game on the hardest difficulty, and you will never, ever convince me to do it again. I did it once, and I'm done. Never again. That was the hardest because that one they actually put RNG in there.
Jesus Christ.
Like random enemies will just pop up out of fucking nowhere. Instead of you knowing like the pattern, like, oh, okay, the guy comes up, he checks the door, he walks away, hide in the locker, pop out, run this way. No, that won't happen. No, I know we're talking about Resident Evil, but like Outlast, you guys want to play? If you never played Outlast, you never touched the game, highly recommend it. If you like scary games, give it a shot. It's on sale right now, I think on PC. It's on sale right now. And Outlast is on sale right now for like $9.99. And if you're on console, I think it's you buy the trilogy. You buy 1, Whistleblower, and 2. 2 is very, very, very long. It is a long ass game. And it's all same thing, stealth implementation. But I think 2 allows you to throw bottles. You can throw bottles, create distractions. Which, trust me, if the first one does not do that, which you need that in a lot of situations. No, but really good game. It's very scary. But we're gonna go back to Resident Evil. But like Resident Evil, like I don't know, all the remakes that are coming out, I'm excited for. I know there was talk of them doing a pure mercenary series of just pure mercenaries. I would be perfectly fine with that if there was a story behind it. I don't know how you would do the story. You'd probably just do like, oh, here's the. You know what they missed a good opportunity with when they did it for. So if you had a 3DS or a 2DS, they actually did have Resident Evil Mercenaries mode. It was almost every single character in Resident Evil history on this game in Mercenaries. And you played Mercenaries. You played all the maps, every map from you played from the mansion. You went all the way to the 5th game. Oh my god, it was such a good game. But they miss opportunities by throwing in characters who died and you can play as. That'd be kind of cool. Imagine how cool if you play as Joseph Frost, you play as Keith, or you play as Forrest.
Shit.
That'd be sweet. Missed opportunity. But they're like, oh, they're dead. Okay, so what? You can have him play as Enrico. Enrico is supposed to be a cool character, and he gets killed off. Play as Richard. Richard gets killed off. Mm-hmm. My one buddy, she just started Resident Evil, and she's like, I saved his life, and he died again. I'm like, no matter what you do, he's dead.
Yeah,
you can actually just let him completely die in the series. It doesn't really matter. Like, the only reason people even tried to save him in the beginning is because you get a trophy. You get a trophy if you're doing it. If you're a trophy hunter like him, you get a trophy if you save Richard's life. You could actually technically just stand in the room and Richard dies. And Richard's just dead.
Yep.
And then you just move on with the game. Now in the original, if Richard dies, it's game over. You have to save Richard. And then there's a chance he's still dead anyways.
Yep.
In the original, I'm not talking about, what is it? Director's Uncut. That one, you have to save Richard. Like, you have to leave and go get the vial and come back. And if you're smart noodle and you kill those zombies on the staircase, smooth sailing. Easy. If you didn't, yeah, he's not living. Because those zombies, one will grab you, bite you, and as they push you, the second one that's by the staircase will automatically spit. And you get like triple attacked. And since you're playing as Rebecca, your character sucks.
Jill. Jill.
You just freaking just die. Your life goes down to critical before you can hit the button to kill yourself. It's over.
Yep. Get fucked.
That's why in that whole part, I kill every zombie. And I like what they did with the Resident Evil 1 remake, the HD remake, I think it was called, where the zombies actually break the door open.
Yep.
That's more realistic, or they break the glass open. Oh, God, I loved it. And Resident Evil 0 is another favorite of mine. Resident Evil 0 isn't actually that long of a game.
It's not.
It's just very tedious what you have to do.
You just have to know, because they changed the system of your inventory. Usually in the games, if you have an item box, you put stuff in the item box, and then when you go further in the map and get another item box, those same items are still in there. However,
this one, no.
This one has no item box. And you only have because you switch off between Rebecca and Billy, 12 total, 6 and 6.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to just, if you want to drop something to pick something else up, you literally just put it on the ground. It stays where you leave it, but if you want it back,
you got to go back to it, grab it, move all. Yeah.
That's the tedious part.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people who've played the game multiple times, they know where to leave items. And also, if it's your first time, you're going to pick up items that have completely no use. You're like, what I do?
And I'm one of those people that pick everything up.
Me too. And it's hard. It's bad because like I'm a huge scavenger in games like that. Like I scavenge everything. Resident Evil 4, even if I have like top notch ammo, I'm still scavenging. I'm still doing stuff. I did it in 8. 8, I had what is it from the beginning of the game all the way till like the doll fight. I think I had like 250 bullets for the 9mm.
Yep. And as long as you keep upgrading your briefcase, you're never going to run out of space.
No.
Never. Yeah, that's never going to be a fear.
But like, what would you say was like? I know you want to say Resident Evil 6 is the worst one, but what would you say is underneath Resident Evil 6 is the worst Resident Evil game?
Second worst Resident Evil game.
Yeah.
The remake of 3. But I like it.
I like it too.
It just took out a lot.
It did, and I'm with you. I
don't want to put it there, but it's there.
Only reason I'll ever shame, I don't want to say shame it. I don't think it's, I don't hate. I don't think it's the worst, but like it does not feel like a Resident Evil game because whenever you hear the Resident Evil title, you think of survival, overwhelmed. You can barely get the fuck out. You can barely scavenge. This game gave you so much weapons. The only time I actually ever was scared is when you play as Carlos and you're in the hospital. You're fighting hunters, running zombies, slow zombies.
You're waiting for the bomb to blow up. You got it's timed. Yeah.
The whole time you're just like, oh god. Then you're running out of ammo.
Yep.
It teases you. You got 300 bullets. Ah, sweet. Here's 5 hunters.
In 5 minutes, you got to survive all 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then as you're fighting the hunters, 2 more spawn. Then zombies come in the door. Then you're starting to get overwhelmed, and then the AI that's helping you, they suck. They're just taking their time shooting everything. You're just trying to stay alive.
The only other time I got scared outside of that was the bug thing when you're trying to turn on all 4 generators when you're Jill.
Oh yeah.
And then those fucking spiders come out the walls. Mm-hmm. I don't like spiders. I don't do good with spiders.
Yeah. Isn't the one infected?
I panic.
One infects her, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
One infects her. You got to eat green herbs to freaking heal yourself. But I don't like spiders. They come out they're in the walls. They're in the goddamn walls.
I like 3. I like the dodge, but I abused that dodge so much. I was able to cheese the game by just dodging.
And fuck Inferno mode.
I never played that.
The hardest difficulty in Resident Evil 3.
It's the
Inferno. Remake. It's Inferno. You have to beat Professional to unlock Inferno.
So what happens in Inferno mode?
The final battle where you're fighting Nemesis, you get maybe 2 hits. Maybe. He can one-shot you sometimes. It's random. I beat it on stream. You watched it happen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was Inferno?
That was Inferno. Remember how many times it took?
Oh, yeah. You're just like, God damn it. Fuck. God damn it.
You need to master the dodge. Because if you don't, that's your ass.
And there was moments like I had his screen up like on my other monitor right here. You guys can kind of see it. And then I'd be playing here and I'd hear, fuck. And I'm like, he died. Again.
You get maybe 1 or 2 hits. And you have to do the whole thing where you have to push in those things on the side. He goes through his phases, everything. You really cannot take a hit during that boss fight. The rest of the game is pretty much doable. You just got to be more careful not to get hit because it can take like 2 or 3 shots before you're on critical. They don't fuck around with your health, man.
No.
Get good. That's the only advice I had. There's no way of cheating it. Get good. That's Inferno mode.
Well, that's why you have to be professional to get to that mode.
That doesn't prepare you. No. It does not. It thinks it does, but it doesn't.
I will also say one of the worst. It's not the worst, but it's one of the Resident Evil series that actually does not get talked about, or does it ever get recognized, is the Umbrella Chronicles and Darkside Umbrella Chronicles. So if you don't know what those are Wii exclusive games. This is when you're able to take the Wii remote and have the old school arcade shooter like Time Crisis, House of the Dead, legendary games. You used your Wii remote and you aimed and shot, and if you're about to get sliced, you hold the A button and you swipe at the screen. So, I actually liked it. I played all of them. I've beaten them all. I think the one I actually completely got every mission on S. I had no life. Plus Umbrella Chronicles, because Umbrella Chronicles makes you revisit all the stuff you played previously. Your first mission, you actually have to go to. The first mission starts you off in 0. You play the whole chapter of 0, and then you go from there, and you make your way straight to the mansion, and you just kind of, and you speed run it because it's not you playing the campaign. It's you just
You're just
trying
going
to
through.
stay alive, and you're fighting. It's an arcade shooter type. Very fun. I enjoy it. You play all the Resident Evil games through that, and then there's challenges. You can unlock unlimited ammo. Requires you to get S rank on every level, but once you get it, you never want to touch the game ever again because you're like, fuck this. I don't want to do this anymore. Because and the thing is, you can have items and carry it over and hold on to it to the next chapter. Which I think is kind of dumb, especially when you play as Billy or Rebecca, and then you go right to the mansion, and then all the stuff you got from that level carry over to the next level, and that's like, okay. I mean, so what you can do is what me and my buddy used to do. We just kept replaying that first level over and over and over and over and over again to the point where we had basically health was never a problem. We can be down to nothing and health, health, health. I think we had like 250 green herbs.
Jesus Christ.
Because you don't mix them in the game. You just pick it up. And if you pick up blue, blue does half. Pick up red, red's a full. There's no mixing in the game. You just pick it up. And then you can have as much ammo saved on the side as you want. I think we had to the point where it was like 999 of just regular shotgun. Because shotgun's just broken in that fucking game. There's like 5 zombies in front of you. Boom! All dead.
Nice.
And then when you unlock unlimited ammo, you're like, okay.
What's the point?
It doesn't matter anymore. Like, we beat it. But I did play the game through just using the Magnum. And it's unlimited ammo. If you felt like a god, just bang, 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 bang. Things dying in front of you. It felt so good. But once you beat it, I just never picked it up ever again. Dark Side Umbrella Chronicles, hard. And you learn more lore. Like, you get to play as Leon, or you get to play as Krauser. And you actually are in the village where they actually went to before 5 happened, or way before
when they
4.
were in special forces.
Yeah, way before 4 even happened.
Oh
This
shit.
is before 4. When Leon was just kind of like a rookie in the military, and he was being trained with the special forces unit.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, it's cool. And I can't believe we missed an opportunity to bring that into an actual gameplay. Now, fun that would be! Oh my god. I don't know how you would do it because there's only like one thing they did together, but it's still, that can be drawn out into a huge, big-ass game. But yeah, there's like a lot of Resident Evil games that are out there. There's Resident Evil Gaiden. Oh, you played it. I played it. I beat it. You beat it.
It's short.
It is short, and you play as Daddy Barry.
You do, but it's not canon to the story. But it's
No, because it's like way late if you want to be analytical.
Yep. It's Game Boy Resident Evil, and the encounters are very, very primitive.
How much is it?
I don't know, but
I'm about to find out for everybody.
you can't just go around shooting zombies. You have to trigger almost a cutscene, and
Yep.
then it does like a skill thing where a thing bounces back and forth, and you gotta stop it in a shaded area, and that's when you shoot. And before you start that encounter, you better have ammo, because if you don't, that zombie's just coming, and you can't leave that encounter. Get fucked. It's fun for Game Boy, but don't set your expectations too high on Gaiden.
Yeah, no, it has no tie-in. Apparently it's $50. It's a $50 game.
And I
for Game
believe
Boy.
it was a Japanese exclusive on
Yeah.
the Game Boy.
Yep. Purely Japanese, unless you're good at ROMs and emulators. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. We'll go further into that.
The thing, if you're American and you see a Japanese exclusive game, that means one of two things. Either it's the best thing you've ever seen, or it's horrible.
It does. I will say, though, for just being a regular Game Boy game, it has some pretty interesting cutscenes.
Yes.
Like, there's some interesting ones, but, like, the ending of that whole game makes completely no sense. Like, there makes
None.
no sense. Yeah, it makes none. It's just, even where it starts, it doesn't make any sense because you have no idea what the fuck's going on. But, like, it does have the different color zombies that you're fighting and what they're going to be happening. Like, there's a green one. Green one's going to be poisoning you, and it's very annoying because it's very aggressive.
Yep.
Then you got the red one, which is supposed to be the Crimson Heads. But the Crimson Heads do poison and bleed and regular damage. And then that's when the game's like, oh, you need a bandage. Excuse me? What do you fucking mean a bandage?
Search the ship.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, everywhere you go, just tons of zombies just completely chasing you. Oh my god, imagine if that ever got a remake. I mean,
You know what?
I don't see why not, but I mean, if you can, but make it canon to the story.
Yeah,
Because if you made this canon, Leon will never exist.
true.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm not gonna spoil these games.
But Leon would never exist in the story, like in the game period, if you followed this canon.
I'm not saying don't play it, but I'm also saying don't be excited for it.
Yeah, it's one of those games kind of. If you got about like what, 2 hours?
Yeah.
You get 2 hours to kill, which is everyone has 2 hours to kill eventually. Just fucking cruise it.
It's casual.
It's one of those games like, I played a Resident Evil game. Is it good? Eh. Or if you really want to just waste a whole hour, play Survivor. PlayStation 1 game.
You son of a bitch.
You're not in your head like, yeah.
This motherfucker. Like a year
Speaking
ago.
of worst Resident Evil games.
I was curious about Survivor. I saw the Angry Video Game Nerd do an episode on Survivor. And sometimes when the Angry Video Game Nerd puts up a video, I go, the game can't be that bad. So I'll go on, I'll search for it, I'll play the game. Sometimes he's absolutely correct, and sometimes he over-exaggerated a little bit. He did not on Survivor. It's a short game. I beat it in like, what, an hour and a half while you were sitting here?
Yeah, I was watching the whole
Something
time.
like that.
I was cruising.
You can play the whole game with just the pistol, which has infinite ammo, by the way. You don't need to unlock it. You just fly right through it. As long as you know when to reload, you're good to go. It's
There's
so,
really no scary moments.
there really isn't. And it's so confusing because, like, you have to save kids towards the end, but they end up meeting
And
you
voice acting is
top
perfect.
notch.
Perfect.
And these kids, you're supposed to have me believe, after going through a city, getting attacked by lickers, zombies, Cerberuses, tyrants, all that shit, these kids meet you on the other side of the fucking city to a helicopter so that you can escape.
Unscathed.
Kids. Unarmed kids.
While you're fighting for your life.
You're telling me these kids just made it and they're like, yeah, hurry up, the helicopter's leaving. Come on. Fuck you. Where did you go to get to safety here?
Also, like, there's a moment where he brings up Leon Kennedy, but he says it like government style. Leon S. Kennedy. No one's ever gonna say your name if they're your best friend. They're just gonna say Leon.
It's kind of like,
Yo, my boo thing.
and according to that story, they're best friends.
But then you don't hear nothing about him ever again.
You never hear anything about him ever again. And even the guy that said it like his government name, that's literally like if we were doing an introduction to a video and I go, "Hi, I am Joseph A. Katuza."
I'd be like, get out.
And this is my best friend, Nicholas Ravenwolf.
I would be like, can you go? Why are you being this way? Why? It's weird because he's like, my friend, Leon S. Kennedy. Shut up. But it's a funny game. If you really just want to play it for just nostalgia reasons, don't expect anything out of it. I promise you. Please don't. I didn't. I played it too. I saw him play it. I was like,
It's easy to beat.
I played it and I actually tried making it hard. You can't.
You can't.
Even when the enemies attack you, it feels like you don't take that much damage, which is fine. I'm cool with it. I want to die right off the bat, especially in how that fighting goes, because you go from first person to third person back to first person.
And 9 times out of 10, anytime there's a puzzle that you have to solve,
So
you know how
stupid.
in the other games, sometimes you have to leave the room where the puzzle is to go find the answer to that puzzle and then come back. Sometimes you'll forget about it like a half hour later. 9 times out of 10 in Survivor, the puzzle's answer is in the same room that you found the puzzle.
And it's
You don't have to backtrack whatsoever.
Also, it's under like giant blood red font. Password to computer 1 is SP512. Oh, okay.
So go to the computer that's 5 feet away.
Instead of like in the other ones where you have to go to the other side of the mansion to use the key, just to come back and use the fake key to get the other key, then go all the way back. Like a lot of backtracking. This game, there's no backtracking. I think
None.
you backtrack once. once. But it's like you go down a hallway to another hallway, corridor, you're done. It's like, oh, okay. And then the ending of the game, you don't even realize it's the ending of the game.
And that was the final Resident Evil to be released on PS1.
And they rushed it out, too. They rushed
like a motherfucker.
Yeah. They made the game, I think, within a month. They did it in a month.
There's typo.
Oh, big time. Oh, my God.
Like, there's a part right in the beginning where there's a phone booth that's ringing, and when you go to answer it, it says the phone hang up.
Yeah, the English is bad. English is horrible in that game. Then there's like what he said, there's tons of misspellings. There's one where you go to pick up a green herb, but it doesn't say green, it says reen. They forgot to type G, so you pick it up, it's like green herb. But then the game doesn't recognize if it's a green herb or not, so you can't even use it. So you actually brick yourself with that, and you can't discard it. So it's like, what? And it's in a complete... Either it's a
Nobody
glitch.
tested this shit?
No, this game never had no testers. It actually says it. Because if you look at Resident Evil 1, when it first came out, or Resident Evil 2 when it first came out, it tells you testers. And it has all their names right there, and it blocks.
Son of a bitch.
They didn't test this. They just were like, we're done. Mark it. Mass produce it. Throw it out there.
They'll buy it. It's Resident Evil.
Which people did. It had like, I think 250,000 people buy it.
And 250,000 complaints.
Bro, there was a lot. Well, back then, there really wasn't complaints. It was just them calling the number.
Yep.
You know, like Joe did, and I'm going back to our old Aladdin episode. You forgot about that.
That poor lady.
She's like, not again. This is the third time this week. And Joe didn't know what to say. He's like, hi. Click. Hello. That was funny.
Apparently, too, and I'm not encouraging you to call this number, but kinda.
Do it your own will.
If you play the game Who Framed Roger Rabbit on the original Nintendo, there's a phone number that pops up when you get to the club, and apparently that phone number originally was you were supposed to call it in real life, and it would give you tips on how to progress through the game. That number changed. It is now a late night hotline.
I just laugh in the background.
I can't confirm or deny this.
Bullshit. He's looking bullshit. Joe says something like this. He's tried it at least more than once.
I called it.
That's like when my buddy found out. What was it? In Leisure Suit Larry.
Leisure Suit Larry.
There's a phone number that's in the back of a phone booth. So there's like I watched him play it one time. You walk and there's legit number, like area code, the whole bit. You call it the gay hotline. Straight up. And on the back it says moister than an oyster. And he had a couple phone calls. We were talking to people because we were just
trying to get his credit card information.
We were two freaking stupid dudes at a late night eating pizza. We both were smoking a little bit, smoking some of that hashish. And we were just smoking a little bit, and we were just laughing our asses off because some of these guys were like, "Oh, what are you wearing?" I'm not judging anyone.
A flannel?
A
t-shirt?
You do what you got to do. If that what makes you feel good about life, go right ahead.
You do with your money what you want. But
this was free.
Oh, it was free.
This is free. Oh, some services might be charged to your phone. It's not. Nothing's getting charged to your phone. That's just a way to get you to freak the fuck out. Yeah. And then one's like, give us $5 now to get part of your hot lineup. I was like, and he looked at me. I'm like, don't you even dare. He's like, Nick, it's a hot lineup. I'm just saying. This was me and Matt.
God damn it.
If Matt was still alive, God rest his soul. If Matt was still alive. Oh my God, the shit that lady you call with Aladdin? He'd be calling until she picked up. Listen, I have your game. I have your numbers in the video game. He would. He really would. He used to purposely go online.
Might want to change your number, man.
He would go on the what do you call it, the dark web, and find these scammer phone calls people were selling. And he would I remember he used to put them in a newspaper. Call for hot single men. He did it. He don't know how the hell he did it, but the son of a bitch did it. And I'm like, those scammers were like, again? Some creepy guy's like, what are you wearing? Oh my god. No. What a way to do a send off with this video.
Yeah, that's a way to sign off here.
So, in closing,
don't be all that. Be good people.
and remember to fly high and remember careful what phone call you call.
Don't be like Joey.
Yeah, don't be like Joe. Because when Joe calls, we all have to be careful who are around. See you guys on the flip side.